University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the UNLV Rebels and the New Mexico Lobos. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with New Mexico's head coach before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. So the New Mexico Lobos offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option #1 for this squad.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looking downfield, it's Lane. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Rebels offense. The field for the first time in this game. And here comes Jackson Arnold. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking for a gap, it's Thomas. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Out wide right, it's Burnett. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, They had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. The 10. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long... And that is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Humphrey. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. And the Lobos are in the hurry-up. Grabbed over the middle. It's Keith. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Guys, let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hits inside. It's Thomas. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys, he saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Second and long here. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Third and long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start on offense.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Moves the pocket. It's Lane. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. After the completion, we see there is a man down and the clock will stop to check on him. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, UNLV. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. That's caught. It's Miller. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Scanning the field, it's Lane. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. And he cruises his way to the house. Down New Mexico.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Rebels come out. Drive started. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it, fired complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The snap sets up to throw. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Rebels peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. From the gun, it's Thomas. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Lobos want to crank the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Back to throw, it's Lane. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fighting off the defender. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
And listen, 3rd down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. But there's a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard he could.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that pro.
And he gets it away.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Thomas. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The play fake. Escapes the pressure going right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
Quick give. It's Glover. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They want to throw it. Quick completion on the out. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to get it through the air. Right side, it's Thomas. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. Wants to throw one first. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Fresh set of downs going up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a little grass. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dumps it to the back. Touchdown, Rebels. Into the end zone for 6. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
And the Lobos will boot it away to start the second half. He'll return it. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, UNLV's head coach told me at the half, he loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. On the run, it's Thomas. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On the direct snap, it's Orji. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Running inside, it's Thomas. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker, and how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a fourth down?
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Got to make the play on fourth. Out wide right, it's Burnett. And they stop him short. Pass, but no first down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Lobos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody. Two, it'll be second down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Rid of it on the RPO. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. That holding call pushes them back. Now they face a 2nd and 20 here. He's changing the play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 2nd and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Stopped right there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're facing a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man on the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Straight ahead, it's Thomas. He's up to 73 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Next up, 6. Second down.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They give it back to him. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds a tight end down the gut. They make the tackle, but he's got... set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
First and goal, UNLV.
And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, it's Thomas. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's in! Touchdown, Vegas! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to pass, it's Lane. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
this has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Knocked down immediately.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they are getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Finds a crease. It's Humphrey. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down.
At the 22. Now, fourth down.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
18. First and goal, UNLV.
The Rebels will try to put one on the board on first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking for the edge. Pitch to the corner. He's trying to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
42, New Mexico, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Lobos to get things going on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense.